two very proactive supports coming in with Vulcan on that comfort pick of Alistar, but the Rel that has risen in prominence for very good reason and Treats in that driver's seat. But Jat, thoughts on how this draft ended up shaking up between the two teams?
I think Immortals got a very standard draft where they're not necessarily putting together any massive synergies. They picked Sejuani. A few people expected them to break that losing streak then. And they beat Energy, who has had a rough go of it, but if you think back to the CLG roster of last split, like, they're really underperforming as well, and I think have a chance of turning around. So a middle of the pack schedule so far from FlyQuest. This definitely on paper, their easiest matchup of the week. This dragon fight could be big.
And Vulcan gets charmed, knocked up. Vikla comes over the wall to try and get the damage down. First blood drawn by Prince. So Immortals in some trouble here for Kenvi. Now that they don't have their mid laner and he's low enough, you don't got the jungler healthy. I agree with you, Jat. It feels like there's moments where they're not quite in sync. Solo has to be a little tepid right now as Pika doesn't quite hit him with the root, but Solo's already marked down low impact, ready to swing away over the wall. Kazande is coming on into it. Solo still keeping himself in it. Has Kenvi here, but Kenvi is knocked up and blasted down. Impact with the kill credits.
Imagine being Kenvi and your top laner just yeets Daisy over.
Providing that body block outside of this brush so that FlyQuest can continue on to the Rift Herald. And even with some of the downtown hits from Immortals, they managed to burn down Vulcan, who's now got his sights onto Solo. A double knock-up, and in the center of it all, Solo has fallen. Kenvi, though, reaping back the kill onto the enemy support. Balulu goes over the wall to escape it, but FlyQuest coming out of this one in search of Kenvi deep into the enemy jungle, standing upon the wards of the enemy as well, and eventually has fallen, slaughtered. Dozen assists off of this as well. 9th player of LCS of all time. I think when, pause on that thought as Solo's getting the brunt of the force of impact once more. Another kill here for FlyQuest.
And Immortals really do need to find something.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do in this moment. They want to find the Rift Herald. Treats goes for the play onto Vikla, but he just ease on out of there. Balulu still going for the lockdown, but Impact is ready to collapse. One Emperor's Divide used with a dash in from Vulcan. Vikla gets the kill onto Balulu. Tactical dishing out some damage, but with the front line eliminated for him, he can't get back into the fight. Treats completely separated. Even in Pharaoh Man C, just a done horse made into glue. And suddenly, Immortals nowhere to be seen. Current meta, while also keeping our fundamentals in check. And if you adapt quickly, great. If not, that's 3 games a week going the other way. And now things still going the way of FlyQuest, man. Still going their way for sure. When multiple members of Immortals are just watching their brethren fall, that's when you know it's tough.
The Cloud9 gold lead at 20 minutes was 9,894 gold. The FlyQuest gold lead was 11,200. This is the most first round robin of Summer Split. FlyQuest absolutely steamrolling Immortals.
Not a single neutral objective nor turret grabbed by Immortals. They have nowhere to move on this map. And FlyQuest just get to start up this Baron. They take their kills, they take everything they've got. They're making that face at him with that 11K, now almost 13,000.
To break all 3 inhibitors with the remainder of this Baron buff.
They're trying to do so, that's for sure. And even moments before that, members of Immortals wanting to secure some kind of pick onto FlyQuest. You saw Treats use that Magnet Storm previously, but FlyQuest can continue moving all the way across. Impact taking the brunt of the damage from Immortals. The Feather Storm from Tactical, slinging it back in for the kill, but FlyQuest have collapsed upon the rest. Charm and more onto Vikla, who goes into stasis, knocked up upon re-entry into this fight. 2 lives lost for FlyQuest, but 4 lost for Immortals, and they're walking it into the base.
Hey, I can respect it. Immortals got some.
Yeah.
That was the goal. They're trying desperately to keep those minion waves dead, but with Prince alive and 28 seconds on this Baron buff, I think this will do it.
I think you're right, Jet. I think you're right. FlyQuest make losses a thing of the past. Ending week 3 of summer with a sweet 3-0 and sending Immortals to the bottom of the standing.